Airlines, the packages, the restrictions, the be familiar with the luggage restriction, get on flight. Press a heavy restriction on ensure safety, domestic flight, international flight. Check the baggage, carry on board, prohibited item. Talk about the airlines, the baggage restriction. COVID-19 has pressed a heavy restriction on traveling abroad. But there are now more passengers on domestic flight compared with international flight. Domestic flight have fewer luggage restriction. But there is a certain Beijing regulation in place to ensure the safety in air travel. Lighter e-cigarette and power banks that can't be put in checked baggage. There must be carry on board. They are also limited to the number and the amount you can carry. This is because an emergency response is impossible if these items explode in the cargo hold of an airplane. Fertilizer cannot be checked or carried on board because it contains a chemical that might cause an explosion. Finally, the sharp object and the tools are all prohibited items on premise. Press heavy is the restriction. Domestic flight, luggage restriction, impress, ensure safety, the power bank, check the baggage. Uh, carry on board, emergency response, a cargo hold, cause on explosion, prohibit item. COVID-19 has pressed a heavy restriction on traveling board. Schools have pressed a heavy restriction on in-person class. Officials press a heavy restriction on public space. Lighter e-cigarette and power banks can't be put in checked baggage. The airline lost my checked baggage. I put the heavy item in my checked baggage. Sharp object and tools are prohibited item on plane. I checked my pocket for prohibited item. Large containers of liquid are prohibited items. You should be familiar with the baggage regulations when you get on flight. That's right, I should do that. I really had a hard time the last time I traveled. Why? I had the prohibited item in my checked baggage. Or did you have to go back and get right away? The government had to press a heavy restriction on restaurant. I used a red suitcase for my checked baggage. I saw the right prohibited item. If you're familiar with the rules, you will be fine. My wife had a hard time at the airport. I prefer checking my bags because then I don't have to carry them. I checked to make sure the right were off.